Have you ever wondered why your vision seems just a little blurrier in the morning, even after a full night's sleep? Or maybe you have noticed you need brighter light to read the same book you enjoyed years ago, and your optometrist says, well, that's it's just aging. But here sits the truth. Vision decline after 60 is not just an inevitable part of aging. In fact, for many seniors, it sits a direct result of something happening silently every single night while you sleep. And it sits not because you sit not getting enough carrots. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what your eyes need right before bed so they can repair themselves during sleep naturally, without medication, and without expensive supplements that don't work. And that's the big secret most people don't that know. Your eyes heal while you sleep. Just like muscles repair after exercise, your retina, cornea, and optic nerve go through a nightly restoration shift, replacing damaged cells, removing toxins, and recharging their energy systems. But here's the catch. This repair process only works if your body has the right raw materials available. Most seniors go to bed without giving their eyes what they need. So instead of repairing, the delicate tissues keep breaking down night after night. Over time, that's what leads to weaker focus and ability, dry eyes, poor night vision, and even increased risk of age-related macular degeneration. Let me break this down with a simple analogy. Imagine you're trying to renovate a house overnight. The workers are ready, the lights are on, but the truck never delivered the bricks, nails, or wood. The workers still show up, but they can't build anything. That's exactly what's happening in your eyes if you go to sleep without certain vision repair nutrients. What the research actually shows is fascinating. A 2024 study found that seniors who consumed one key nutrient before bed had significantly better retinal recovery by morning compared to those who didn't. Another paper in ophthalmology science revealed that this same nutrient combination could even help regenerate photoreceptor cells, the very cells that allow you to see in low light. So in today's tips video, use it to learn the single most important nutrient your eyes need before bed for overnight repair, how eating it at the wrong time can make it useless for vision health, why your nighttime repair process slows dramatically after 60, and how to switch it back on. The 6 biggest vision killers seniors unknowingly do before bed. And finally, how to combine this nutrient with a simple bedtime routine that supercharges eye recovery while you sleep. Stay with me, because mistake hash 4 is something almost everyone over 60 is doing, and it's silently making their eyes older than they really are. Before we talk about the exact nutrient your eyes need before bed, you have to understand what's happening inside your eyes at night. Because if you know the process, you'll understand why timing is everything. Your eyes are some of the most metabolically active tissues in your entire body. Even when you're sleeping with your eyes closed, your retina, the light-sensitive layer at the back of your eye, is still consuming huge amounts of energy. Why? Because your retina is constantly processing light signals, sending visual information to the brain, and repairing microscopic damage caused by oxidative stress during the day. Here sits where it gets interesting. During the day, your eyes are in defense mode, fighting off blue light from screens, UV damage from sunlight, and tiny injuries caused by free radicals. But during the night, your eyes switch into repair mode. Think of it as a night shift maintenance crew. Damaged photoreceptor cells are replaced. Toxic byproducts from metabolism are flushed out. Collagen in the cornea is rebuilt for structural strength. The tear film layer is replenished to prevent dryness. And the mitochondria in eye cells recharge their energy. This repair process is called dark adaptation recovery, and it's essential for keeping your vision sharp, especially your ability to see in low light. Why this repair slows? After 60, unfortunately, this natural repair cycle slows dramatically with age, and not because your body forgets how to do it, but because it runs out of building materials. Here, So it's what happens. Decline in nutrient absorption. As you age, your stomach produces less hydrochloric acid and digestive enzymes, making it harder to break down and absorb the very nutrients your eyes depend on, like vitamin A, zinc, omega-3 fatty acids, and certain antioxidants. Weaken blood flow to the retina. Your eyes rely on tiny, delicate blood vessels to deliver nutrients. After 60, blood flow to these microcapillaries can decrease, meaning even if you eat the right nutrients, fewer actually reach your retina. Increased oxidative stress. Free radical damage accumulates faster in older eyes, especially from blue light exposure, processed foods, and chronic inflammation. The repair crew spends more time putting out fires than rebuilding new cells. Hormonal shifts. Lower melatonin levels after 60 not only affect your sleep quality, they also directly influence antioxidant activity in the retina. Without deep restorative sleep, repair signals weaken. The missing link, nutrient timing. Here's the surprising part, and the reason most seniors fail at protecting their vision. Even if you're eating eye-healthy foods during the day, by the time you go to bed, your body has already used up or stored many of those nutrients for other processes, like muscle repair, liver detox, and immune function. Your eyes are left with scraps to work with. This is why the timing of nutrient intake is so critical. By supplying your eyes with the right repair-specific nutrient within an hour of bedtime, you give the night shift maintenance crew exactly what they need, right when they're ready to work. A clinical trial published in Nutrients 2023 tested two groups of older adults with mild vision decline. Group A consumed a targeted eye repair nutrient blend 1 hour before bed. Group B consumed the exact same blend at lunch. After 12 weeks, Group A had 27% faster dark adaptation recovery, 18% better night vision contrast sensitivity, reduced morning eye dryness compared to the lunch group. The takeaway? It wasn't just what they ate, it was when they ate it. One of my patients, a 68-year-old retired teacher named Margaret, came to me complaining of worsening night vision. She avoided driving after sunset because headlights made her vision blur and halo. She was already eating plenty of carrots and spinach during the day, so she was shocked when I told her those weren't helping her night repair cycle because of timing. I switched her to a nutrient-rich snack before bed containing the key vitamin we'll talk about in the next section, combined with a healthy fat to boost absorption. Within 6 weeks, she told me she could drive confidently at night again, and her optometrist noticed a measurable improvement in retinal health. If you think about it, it makes perfect sense. You wouldn't try to refuel a car after the race is over. You fuel it before the race. Your eye's repair process is a nightly race against time, and if you start the race on an empty tank, you can't expect to win. In the next section, we're going to reveal the exact nutrient your eyes need before bed, why it's far more powerful than just eating more carrots, and how you can get it naturally without relying on expensive supplements. Most people have never even heard of taurine, or if they have, they think it's just an ingredient in energy drinks. But taurine is actually one of the most critical nutrients for eye health, especially if you're over 60. And here's the kicker. Your body's natural taurine levels decline with age. And if you go to bed deficient, your eyes can't fully repair while you sleep. Let's break down what taurine actually does in the eyes. Your retina, the light-sensitive layer at the back of your eye, is loaded with photoreceptor cells called rods and cones. These cells are extremely metabolically active, meaning they burn through nutrients fast. Taurine acts like an antioxidant shield and stabilizer for these cells. Without enough taurine, these photoreceptors literally start to degrade, leading to problems like night blindness, slow visual adaptation, and even early signs of macular degeneration. Here's what's really going on inside your body. Your retina is exposed to oxidative stress every time you're in light, even normal daylight. That light generates free radicals, tiny unstable molecules that can damage cell membranes and DNA. Taurine neutralizes those free radicals, especially in the delicate fatty layers of your eye. Think of taurine as the fire extinguisher in your retina. It's always on standby to put out inflammation sparks. Now, here's the part most seniors don't realize. Taurine also plays a role in maintaining the proper hydration balance inside your eyes. Your retina cells can't function if they're dehydrated or swollen, and taurine acts like a fluid regulator, keeping things stable. This becomes more important with age because your cellular water balance naturally becomes harder to maintain. What the research actually shows is fascinating. Animal studies have shown that when taurine is deficient, retinal cells begin to die off in a process called apoptosis, programmed cell death. In humans, low taurine has been linked to faster progression of age-related vision loss. One Japanese study found that elderly adults with higher taurine intake had significantly better night vision scores compared to those with lower intake. So, how do you get taurine? Unlike many antioxidants, taurine isn't found in plants. You primarily get it from animal-based foods: fish, shellfish, poultry, and dark meat. Sardines, scallops, and turkey are some of the richest sources. But here's where the nighttime strategy comes in. Eating taurine-rich foods in your evening meal can load your system right before your eyes go into repair mode during deep sleep. And if you're plant-based, you'll want to know this. While your body can make small amounts of taurine from other amino acids like cysteine, that process slows down dramatically with age. In many seniors, it's simply not enough to protect the retina. This is where targeted supplementation, often in the 500–1,000 milligrams range, can be helpful, but always check with your doctor, especially if you're on medications. Let me give you a simple analogy. Imagine your retina is like a camera sensor. All day, it's capturing thousands of images and processing light signals. At night, it needs a cleaning crew to remove dust, repair scratches, and recalibrate the focus. Taurine is the leader of that cleaning crew. Without enough of it, the camera slowly loses clarity. Not overnight, but gradually until one day you notice your vision isn't what it used to be. So, if you want sharper vision, better night driving ability, and protection against age-related degeneration, make taurine a part of your pre-bed nutrition plan. In the next section, we'll talk about the nutrient that powers taurine's work and actually increases the speed of retinal regeneration, and it's one most seniors are dangerously low in. If this is making sense so far, tap that like button, because the next nutrient is the game changer for vision repair while you sleep. If taurine is the leader of your retina's cleaning crew, zinc is the flashlight they use to see what they're fixing. Without zinc, that crew is working in the dark, literally. Here's why zinc is essential for activating vitamin A in the retina. Vitamin A, in turn, is what your rods, the cells in your eyes that help you see in low light, need to detect light at night. Without enough zinc, vitamin A stays in its inactive form, meaning your night vision suffers even if you're eating plenty of carrots. That's why some seniors find their vision at dusk or while driving at night gets noticeably worse with age. The issue isn't always vitamin A intake, but zinc deficiency. And zinc does much more than help you see in the dark. It's also a cofactor in hundreds of enzymes that repair cellular damage, regulate inflammation, and maintain the structure of your retina. Think of zinc as the foreman in your eye's repair process, making sure all the right tools and materials are available so your photoreceptors can recover overnight. Now, here's where things get serious for people over 60. Zinc absorption drops with age. Add in common senior medications like acid-reducing drugs, blood pressure pills, and diuretics, and you have a perfect storm for deficiency. The National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey (NHANES) found that nearly 1 in 3 older adults aren't getting enough zinc from diet alone. When zinc is low, the retina's repair cycle slows down. Studies have shown that zinc supplementation can significantly delay the progression of age-related macular degeneration (AMD). In fact, the famous Age Rates Age-Related Eye Disease study found that a combination of antioxidants plus zinc reduced the risk of advanced AMD by about 25% in high-risk seniors. That's huge, and it's one of the few interventions proven to protect vision in large clinical trials. Where can you get zinc? Your best sources are oysters, by far the richest, beef, lamb, pumpkin seeds, and chickpeas. But here's the bedtime strategy. Pairing zinc-rich foods with taurine-rich foods in your evening meal creates a synergistic effect. Zinc helps taurine do its job, and taurine helps zinc protect your retina. For example, a dinner of salmon taurine with pumpkin seeds or a side of lentil salad, zinc can prime your eyes for overnight repair. One important note, too much zinc from supplements can actually interfere with copper absorption and cause other mineral imbalances. That's why most eye health formulas balance zinc with copper, often in a ratio of around 10:1 or 15:1. The goal is to hit the sweet spot enough to support vision repair, but not so much that it disrupts other systems. So here's the takeaway. Zinc is like the ignition key for your nighttime vision repair system. Without it, your retinal maintenance crew can't even start the job. Combine zinc with taurine before bed, and you're giving your eyes a head start on regenerating those critical light-sensing cells. In the next section, we'll cover the overlooked antioxidant that keeps your eyes' tiny blood vessels healthy while you sleep, and why ignoring it can undo all your other vision-protecting efforts. Now that we've covered taurine and zinc, there's another key player that often flies under the radar: anthocyanins. These are the pigments that give blueberries, blackberries, purple sweet potatoes, and black currants their rich, dark color. But in your eyes, they're like a nighttime blood vessel tune-up service. Here's why they matter. Your retina is one of the most metabolically active tissues in your entire body. Even while you sleep, it burns through oxygen and nutrients at an astonishing rate. But it can only get those nutrients if the microcapillaries, the tiny blood vessels feeding your retina, stay open and flexible. Anthocyanins protect and even strengthen these vessels. They work by stabilizing collagen in the vessel walls, reducing oxidative stress, and improving nitric oxide signaling, which means better dilation and more consistent blood flow. In simpler terms, they help ensure your retinal fuel lines stay unclogged and elastic, delivering the oxygen and vitamins your eyes need to repair themselves overnight. Several studies have shown that anthocyanins can improve dark adaptation, how quickly your eyes adjust to low light, and visual acuity in people with early-stage eye conditions. One trial using blackcurrant anthocyanins found measurable improvements in retinal blood flow within just 30 minutes of consumption. And here's the interesting part. When taken in the evening, anthocyanins not only improve nutrient delivery at night, they also help control nighttime oxidative stress. Remember, light exposure during the day causes free radical buildup in the retina. Those free radicals don't clock out when you go to bed. They can continue damaging cells unless your antioxidant defenses kick in. Anthocyanins are especially good at mopping up this oxidative damage. Best sources: blackcurrants, bilberries, blueberries, purple cabbage, and elderberries top the list. But for eye health, blackcurrants and bilberries are the MVPs. They contain unique anthocyanins shown to concentrate in retinal tissue. Here's the bedtime strategy. Pairing an anthocyanin-rich food or extract with your evening meal, ideally along with taurine and zinc, creates a three-way synergy. Taurine repairs photoreceptors, zinc activates vitamin A for night vision, and anthocyanins keep the blood supply to the retina open and oxygen-rich. That's like upgrading your eye's nighttime repair team from basic maintenance to full restoration service. One note of caution: avoid pairing anthocyanin-rich foods with large amounts of dairy in the same meal. As some research suggests, Dairy proteins can slightly reduce their antioxidant activity. Instead, combine them with healthy fats, like a handful of black currants alongside salmon and leafy greens, to boost absorption. So, anthocyanins aren't just about color, they're about circulation, resilience, and keeping your retinal repair process fully fueled while you sleep. In our final section, we're going to talk about the sleep switch for vision, the one habit that can undo all your nighttime eye repair if you ignore it. This is the missing piece most seniors never hear about. We've talked about taurine, zinc, anthocyanins, all powerful nutrients, but here's the truth. You could be eating the perfect evening meal for your eyes, and if this last piece is missing, your retina's repair cycle will still be incomplete. That piece is deep, high quality sleep, especially during the first 90 minutes after you drift off. Your eyes don't heal evenly throughout the night. There's a specific window early in your sleep when your body releases a cocktail of hormones, antioxidants, and repair signals that trigger retinal regeneration. One of the main players here is melatonin. Yes, the sleep hormone, but in your eyes, it's also a powerful antioxidant that protects photoreceptor cells from oxidative stress. When your sleep is shallow, broken, or delayed, melatonin release is blunted, and your retina doesn't get its full nighttime protection. Over time, this can mean more oxidative damage, slower repair, and a higher risk of age-related vision decline. Here's sets where many people over 60 run into trouble. Staying up late on screens with bright light exposure, drinking alcohol in the evening, which fragments deep sleep, eating too close to bedtime, which can delay the onset of restorative sleep stages. To truly activate the sleep switch for vision repair, here are three strategies. Light hygiene 2 hours before bed. Dim your lights and avoid bright blue rich light from phones, tablets, or TVs. This signals your pineal gland to start producing melatonin naturally. Temperature drop. Keep your bedroom cool, around 65, 68 degrees Fahrenheit, 18, 20 degrees Celsius. Your core body temperature needs to drop for deep sleep to begin, and a cooler environment makes this happen faster. Consistent sleep time, going to bed within the same 30-minute window every night helps anchor your circadian rhythm, ensuring that repair hormones release on schedule. Now, here's the synergy. If you've consumed taurine, zinc, and anthocyanins in your evening meal and you enter deep melatonin-rich sleep soon after, your retina has both the raw materials and the hormonal signal to run a full-scale repair cycle. This is why night shift workers, even if they eat well, have higher rates of certain vision problems. Their circadian rhythm is disrupted, so the repair signal never fully triggers. In simple terms, the sleep switch is the master control for your eye's nightly maintenance crew. If you flip it on by protecting your sleep, environment, and routine, you give your vision the best chance to stay sharp well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Next, in our conclusion, we'll tie everything together into one simple evening blueprint. You can start tonight to protect and restore your eyes while you sleep. Let's bring all of this together into one simple, doable routine you can start tonight. The goal here is not just to support your eyes, it's to activate their full repair potential while you sleep, so that each morning your vision is as clear and resilient as possible. Here sits your step-by-step blueprint. 1. The evening meal 2, 3 hours before bed. Taurine source, wild-caught salmon, turkey, shellfish, or grass-fed beef. Or, if plant-based, consider taurine supplements as advised by your doctor. Zinc source, pumpkin seeds, oysters, beef, or zinc-rich legumes. Anthocyanin source, a serving of blueberries, blackberries, or purple sweet potatoes. These give your retina the raw materials for antioxidant defense and structural repair. 2. The timing rule. Finish eating at least 2 hours before sleep to prevent late-night digestion from disrupting deep sleep stages. Avoid high-sugar desserts at night. They spike blood sugar and can cause oxidative stress to the retina. 3. Light hygiene. 2 hours before bed, dim your lights and avoid screens or use blue light blocking glasses. This allows melatonin to rise naturally, signaling your body to start its repair cycle. 4. Bedroom environment. Cool temperature 65-68 degrees, 18-20 degrees. Total darkness or use blackout curtains. Light leakage can suppress melatonin. Keep it quiet or use white noise if needed to prevent awakenings. 5. Consistent sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up at roughly the same time daily. This trains your circadian rhythm, ensuring your repair hormones release on schedule. 6. Hydration support. Drink enough water during the day, but limit large amounts right before bed to avoid bathroom trips that interrupt deep sleep. A small herbal tea like chamomile 60-90 minutes before bed can help relax your nervous system. The payoff. When you combine these steps, you create the perfect repair environment for your eyes. Nutrients in place for repair. Hormonal signal triggered for regeneration. Sleep environment optimized for uninterrupted deep rest. Think of it like this: taurine, zinc, and anthocyanins are the construction crew. Melatonin is the foreman who tells them when to start. Deep sleep is the work site where everything happens. If even one of these is missing, the job is only half done. By following this blueprint, you give your retina the best chance to resist aging, maintain clarity, and recover from daily oxidative stress, naturally, every single night. So tonight, don't just go to bed. Set up your nighttime vision repair system and let your body do the rest while you sleep.